Hey folks, I wanted to talk to you about a serious topic I've meaning to talk about ever since I started coming to YouTube, but I was too shy to talk about. Artistic. Well, for starters, I got, well, kind of embarrassed. I'm autism. Yeah, I know. Let me explain how I got this autism. It all started when I was a baby. When I was born, I couldn't breathe through my nose. I was gonna die. They connected me through a machine and everything. My mom was there. She was a nurse. And after that, well, the air in my head kind of messed up with my brain. Therefore, my brain was limited to actual normal. So yeah, that's how it became. That's how I got autism, or you know what I mean. That's how I got, because the oxygen in my brain kind of offended my brain. That's how I became autism. And as I got older, when I was about 4, and usually kids would start talking at 4, but I was, well, mom took me to a lot of doctors to test me how my motor skills and everything. And I remember because when I was 4, they took me to a place where I could play with all these toys that, you know, and they were really fun. But as I got older, I got into a lot of therapists. A lot of therapists tried to help me, but most of them just did it for money. Most of them tried to help me, but I was like an acorn. No one could crack me. Nobody. When I went to Nuke Elementary, I was pretty shy, like Fluttershy, but I was a troublemaker in my school too. When the boys were bullying my friends, I would chase them and kiss them, and the teachers did not like it. And I became the thing I hated, being a bully. And I ended up being the bad girl at our school. I did everything bad, but then they got me a friend, a job, mail for the bring mail to the teachers, and well, I was able to survive that school. But there were moments that when I didn't want to do anything, I just hid myself in the corner of the gym, under the chairs, even hid myself in the soccer net behind the dodgeball court. The games I loved to play when I was a kid, though, was, well, it's hard to say. The only sport that I wanted to play was swimming because I loved this swimming. I didn't do soccer or baseball, or basketball, dodgeball maybe, but that's pretty much it. Then when I got to junior high, mm, Whippleham was a good school. I also was a bad girl there too, but I got popular with a lot of kids because I did a lot of things. And that was. But in this case, my music was good. I sang a lot, practiced a lot, so I was good. My art teacher, I was motivated, except with math. But science, then I got to another middle school, another junior high, Turner River. That's where I learned how to cook. You see, every Friday, the teachers would get us to cook food for the teachers because they would come in for lunch. And I was able to make things at there I couldn't make at home. I was able to make my vegetable soup, my sandwiches, everything. I was able to do it. And at the end, we were watching movies. And after that, I graduated. My, you see, one day, here's a story. One day when I was coming to school, it was graduation day, and I forgot. So Miss Shannon drove me back home to get my graduation dress that I was planning to wear because it was pretty. And thank you, Shannon, for doing that because I really appreciate it more than anything. She brought me home, and I was able to get the dress and come to graduation immediately. I know, I was lucky. Miss Shannon's on Facebook. Anyway, yeah, this is a long video. Anyway, then I went to high school, and well, I was the troublemaker still, but I got popular with a lot of students. And got a few boys liking me too, but I've used, well, there's a boy, 2 boys got my attention. Let's just call them T and M, and T was arrogant. He didn't know at the time though. He spent a lot like me. Then there's M. He was perfect, except he wanted to do things that I didn't like. And then, well, there was P. He was a good boy. Very nice, actually. Made bazaars, all kinds of things, but I did a lot of bad things, but I couldn't help it. I was, you know, and I would do something awful, like push a piano against my teacher. I did. Or touch my teacher's, yeah, you don't want to know about that. I was a troublemaker back then, but I was, different. Then when it was last year and the last couple of days of school, I cut my thumb almost off, and I went to the hospital. My Uncle John got me all fixed up, and when I came back, the boy named P threw out the apple that was, and I gave him a chance for a couple of days, and I gave him a kiss on the lips after I left because I was gonna move the floor. I was gonna move to FL, but when I moved here, things started to get worse. No matter what I did at the school, I got in trouble for everything, even for bringing Raven. Yeah, back then Raven wasn't looking so blue as you see her now. Back then she had tan skinned, but you see when I told people that I needed Raven because I had anger issues, they let me have Raven. They let me bring her everywhere, and I was targeted of most bullies. And I met my boyfriend Aaron, but he's not mine now. He's not my guy anymore. You've always done any other videos. Anyway, I had a lot of good teachers, except two. I will not call their names because I don't want them to get upset. But I had other teachers, and they were all wonderful. I had my first best goth friend, my best friend, and my friend who's into supernatural like I am. They were wonderful. I loved Englewood. But I had to move, I had to get out of there because, well, I wasn't very good at that school. Plus, I didn't get along with a certain teacher. Then I went to the worst school ever. Tara Parker. It's terrible. Terrible. I hate that school. The boy threw a stone at me because I brung Raven to school. I was showing it to my friends that I made a doll, and they got a little mad at me because I just creative. They threw stones at me, took my best friend away from me. But then I met a perfect therapist that actually cared about my feelings, not about the money. Miss Lisa. She's wonderful. She's beautiful orange hair. She was an angel. She was wonderful. She helped me through my problems and everything. And she didn't mind that I had Raven with me. She liked it actually because she said I was very creative. And well, there's also when I was I didn't want to, well, I only graduated because to get out of getting bullied, but I didn't want to go down that graduation path. So Miss Lisa dressed up as a as a graduated person, and she walked right with me, dressed as a graduation person. Yeah, she did that. My therapist did that for me. She walked down the aisle with me in a graduation outfit for me. I was so happy. She really cared. I also had my own private music teacher. Yes, I had my own private music teacher and my private art teacher. You see, when he saw my draw, my paint and everything, he decided to let me have my own class with him. And he was the one that gave me the felt to use to make a doll. And well, I made a doll. I made a little mouse doll. I brought it to school on the last day of, But then a big idiot threw water on it, and I threw water at her, and then she chased me out of the classroom. I'm not kidding. Then as soon as I walk in, my friend Asia, she's a little tinier than me, but she has let's just say a fiery anger. She says, "Hey, stop it! Leave her alone!" And then Miss Blood and Mr. Will come in and stop Asia from acting so protective, but Asia couldn't help it. But he got the big lady away from me. So Asia, if you're out there on Facebook, thank you. See, at school, I may have been the big person, but I have to tell you the truth, I wasn't so brave. I was a giant with a sweetheart, and Asia saw me that way. But she is a cool friend. Shaniqua, Elia, and of course, Asia. You three were awesome. Thank you so much. If you've seen my face, then you know me from Tara Parker. Anyway, now it's been about a few years, and I decided to go during my high school to Tara Parker. I decided to go to like DA, and you all know me from DA as Raven Doll, but I changed my name to Bianca Rose G because, well, I'd rather be called Bianca because that's my name. And I go to Facebook to post my pictures to my family, my stories. Same thing here, and I have two accounts: Music 6 for fan art, and my second account for my created stories art. I know that some of you may not like my art stories, but some of my other friends do, and I've met a lot of special ed people like me on DA. Most of them special ed like me. They got their TESDAC, they got Zooms, they got all kinds of things. And well, it was wonderful meeting others. And well, I want to talk about the special ed ponies, but I'll talk about that in the next video. So until then, this is part 1 of being special ed. Adios, amigos. Bye bye, boo. Mwah.